Welcome back to T-Shirt Island. I am the new tournament mistress, and under my watch, the time of fashion combat has returned! Let's get started. I want 3 drawings from you. You have everything you need to create them on your device. Start drawing now. Draw whatever comes to mind, and hit the suggestion button if you're drawing a blank. You'll be doing 3 of these, so save some ideas for later. You're halfway through your time for your first drawing. Ten seconds, wrap it up. If you haven't started your second drawing, go for it. One more drawing to go. If you haven't started your third drawing, maybe get started? This is your last drawing. Don't you phone it in. Be aware, your time is halfway up. Slogan writing time. I'd like at least 4 from each of you. Begin writing now. These are short little phrases with as much or as little thought as you want. And ask for a suggestion if you want. We've all done it. Seriously, don't worry about making sense with these. You're halfway through your time. Ten seconds left. What? Makes a great shirt. You do, apparently. Combine a drawing and a slogan to make the perfect garment from the choices you have. Start now. Make sure to pick the garment and slogan style that really suits your creation. The day is about making choices. "30 seconds left. "10 more seconds. Who's ready to rumble? Let the tournament begin! Fight! You show 'em, T-shirt! Ahoy! Now that is a winner! Nice work, everyone. On we go! You're going to make one more drawing for me, but this time, you can start fresh, like before, or change a drawing from earlier. Check out your options and choose now.
Okay.
Okay, you've all made your choice. Now get busy. You're halfway through your time. If you're not the best artist, remember, the eraser's your friend. I bet you could cough up a few more slogans. How about at least 4? Start writing now. And a suggestion button still there, just in case. Your time is halfway up. Ten seconds, wrap it up. You've got a garment to make, and some new drawings and slogans to help you do it. Go!
Wait a minute, I think I have a more intuitive way to approach this.
Remember, the garment and slogan style are yours to control. "30 seconds left." "10 seconds. Look at all these hot items. Time to let them at each other. Begin the tournament! Fight! Vote for your favorite. Hoodie takes it. Oh, we got a winner! All right, I've seen enough. In the final round, the champs from both rounds duke it out to see who takes it all. This time, vote for your favorite, and keep on voting until the power bar of your favorite choice is full! 3, 2, 1, go! Presenting your champion! Ahoy! It's the perfect garment, and just in time for me to dominate Casual Friday. Let the tie-dye party begin!
Frolicking in the surf all day and flying amongst the trees. Always on t-shirt, Ivan shirts are living a life of dreams. Why would we need to fight after you cover us with your words and your weird drawings? What a strange request to make of me. The battleground is fierce. We shirts rush in to fight. The food's fun like lava with only one winner. Hoodie will join the fray 'cause he confused. Summertime needs a change. Boy says good job joining my family for TKO2. Battle, battle till the day is done. Winner, winner, but the question is who can win when all shirts, when all the clothing I see is on to me. The battle continues. We shirts rush in to fight. The food's fun like lava with only one winner. Someday you all will go back on your plans and we will dance and sing all shirts as one till that day we will all play TKO2.
And here is your room code, NSCY.
I'm still focused on that. However, I am getting almost done with the outside structure.
Welcome back to T-Shirt Island. I am the new tournament mistress, and under my watch, the time of fashion combat has returned! Let's do this. I'm looking for 3 drawings from each of you. So get busy using your device to create them. Begin! Draw anything at all. Need a quick idea? Slap that suggestion button.
Not me. And you put a devil's sign there.
Yeah, the devil mom from Devils in the Details.
You're doing 3 drawings in total, so pace yourself.
Being said, I'm kind of wondering how some of the characters from Hell of a Boss would do. Since Bibsy Pop's version of demons are pretty much, they're not like what they would what most people would think of them as.
Your time is halfway up to finish your first
Because
drawing.
I think most people be like, since when did Hell have a city? Since when were oceans in Hell? That'd probably be like some of their first questions to think of. Like, you know. Oh, jeez.
10 more seconds. If you haven't started your second drawing, the time has come.
I should probably enable extended timers for the next one.
One more drawing after this.
Ow! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Friend! Damn it! Is he? Yeah, or like I just thought of it this way. Ow!
Be aware, your time is halfway up.
Chaz.exe has stopped working. If you encounter this problem again, stop trying to seduce Millie into fucking you. You fucking self-centered shark.
10 seconds left. If you haven't started your third drawing, time to get into it. This is your final drawing. Give it all you got.
Yeah, sure, but not dead.
It was called out.
But I have a body count in the hundreds.
I ain't afraid to go after anyone.
Women, kids,
The cute little face puppy looking things.
don't matter.
You're halfway through your time. It's time to write some phrases and slogans. At least
tell you
4
what.
from each of you. Begin writing now.
If you can
You
bring
know,
me something
nouns,
of value,
verbs, the usual
I'll
suspects.
consider it.
And ask for a suggestion if you need it. Don't be proud.
And then he then uses his rope to his lasso to rope Blitz and Fizz. Fizzin'. Hey,
Running out of ideas?
Iron.
Go ahead and get weird. You're halfway through your time. Ten seconds. You wanted to make shirts? Now's your chance. Choose one drawing and one slogan to make one contender for battle. Begin now. Remember to check out the different clothing and writing styles you can use. The tournament mistress loves
Funny to run into you
options.
again, Blitzy. And oh fuck for the record.
"30 seconds left. Oh yes, these babies want to fight.
Honestly though, I actually pretty much agree with Portland's assessment that like we obviously knew that Crimson was going to come back eventually, but for him to come back just 3 episodes later, kind of crazy, isn't it?
Classic T for the win. Tank takes it. I see a winner.
Big Ozzy's factory. Larger, you can never be too
Wander off.
large.
We're not done.
Welcome to the factory of perverts, where we make nothing but fucking sex toys.
I want one more drawing, but I'm giving you a choice. You can start with a blank canvas.
I'm not
change a
wrong. The
drawing
lust
you
ring is
already
practically
have.
full. Is practically
Make your
full
choice
of a bunch of
now.
perverted creatures. mean, that being said, it definitely looks like one of the more luxurious, one of the more better rings to live in because of the fact that, because at least there's not as much pollution, there's like not as much bad stuff going on in there. And of course with the greed ring, with the greed ring. Hello, we work in factories. We like money.
You're halfway through your time.
Of course, the sin
like
greed. It
chosen.
isn't just
get to work.
people aren't in there just to make quick profits and make a bunch of money. There are also. It represents pretty much every other form of greed, like
you may have
with the mafias. They're trying to take control of a bunch of territories and whatnot, and that's pretty much considered greedy and selfish in almost every sort of the way. Basically like how the piglins in Minecraft Legends are.
Now for just a few more slogans.
They're greed. The sin is greed because they want. It's because they want to take all of the overworld's land for themselves, or in this case, the mafias just want more territory to spread their armies.
The suggestion button is still there if you need it, kids.
But, you know...
Your time is halfway up. Hmm? 10 seconds. Okay, have a look at your drawings and slogans and assemble your warrior.
Hey, how you doing? Haven't seen you since you crashed my club.
Remember,
that's one of the. I think that's another one of the things that gotta love about. Gotta love about. He doesn't. He doesn't show any. He doesn't show any particular animosity towards anyone if they don't actually harm the people he cares about.
30 seconds left.
Crash the club. Crash the club. That can mean many things. They kind of mean like ruin the time there, but
just begging for
at the same time, it could also mean that some people at the club just got wasted.
Fight! Vote on
if you know what I'm saying.
Now.
Well, I can tell you, if you came here for a love potion, you came to the wrong fucking guy. I don't with any of that artificial bullshit. Lust shouldn't be about force.
Fatality.
Ahoy!
You know what you're feeding me?
Clawed their way to the top.
Oh, never that.
Ready for more? Good, because it's happening.
Also, like one of the things, like going back on looking at previous episodids, I noticed that in Stolas' Palace, in the first scene of season 1, episode 1, Stolas had some blue candles around his bathtub, and in a few other locations. I'm kind of wondering if that was like there before he took ownership of the palace, or if he got those gifts from Ozzy himself. Like, you know.
Oh, 3 achievements at once.
Behold your champion!
What are those?
Have you ever seen a finer garment? Don't answer, this is what we're going with. Bring on the post-battle clam bake!
Frolicking in the surf.
Oh, just look at your recent achievements on the Steam, I think.
Are living a life of dreams. Why would we need to fight after you cover us with your woods and your weird drums? What a strange request to make a leap.
But yeah, still though, definitely say that the next that it definitely seems like the the flames of the coloration of the hellfire and each of the coloration of the hellfire pretty much depends on. It seemingly mostly just depends on which ring that the characters are in, because I'm guessing it's because I'm guessing if fire is lit in the green ring, it's green because that's the coloration of said ring. Or if it's lit in the lust ring, it's blue instead. And of course Sloth has the Sloth with the candle-headed demons down there. They have pink fire. I don't see any bleeds on the list. Yep, right here. Blitz. Yep, we will have her ready in just a moment. Please take a seat, Mr. Owl. Perf. Plus, and also, I think it's kind of ironic that with the, the 4 episodes of Season 2 that came out this year, we had 2 episodes that both took place in the Greed Ring, and two episodes, combined with that, 2 episodes that took place in the Sloth Ring, and 2 episodes that took place in the Lust Ring.
Eyes. Give it eyes!
Because the Greed Ring, it was X's and O's and oops. With the Sloth Ring, it was Western Energy and Unhappy Campers. And with the Lust Ring, it was Unhappy Campers and oops.
Hey, buddies. Not many players? Don't worry. A party can just be one person if you're sad enough. I'm so glad you're here. I need a favor.
Yeah, watching Unhappy Campers being like,
people texting me. Since you're all just kind of sitting there, you're gonna help me.
This is almost as bad as seeing stars.
I'm gonna pair you up with a text conversation, then you're gonna get me out of it. Be spicy, be wild, just do everything you can to make sure these folks never ever talk to me again, ever.
Nah,
I'll have you jump into a text box to start typing, but guess what?
That's kind of what Port would be thinking.
On the exact same text at the
Also,
same
I think that's what N-Text thought too, isn't it? Because I remember when I mentioned when we had the discussion with N-Text and when he came into one of our chats and we discussing
when you're finished, your pals will vote on the words they like, then we'll swap.
Some of the worst episodes, and we stated that the 2 worst ones were
player wins.
Unhappy Camp, were Seeing Stars being the worst one, and the second worst one being Unhappy Campers.
What's the vibe?
Yeah, because
you've selected.
And of course, I also remember, and of course, I do remember that it seemed like a lot of the people that knew about Hell of a Boss hated Unhappy Campers, because I remember mentioning it to Dalmatian, and she agreed.
Let's craft a response.
She agreed with Port on the fact that it was a terrible episode. It's like,
great. Take
yep,
a moment
no
to
kidding.
place your cursor. then full
Feels
speed ahead.
objective.
It's I mean, all these opinions are mostly just from an objective, mostly from an objective standpoint. But it was, but it seemed almost universal that just about everyone I knew that was a fan of Hell of a Boss and Hazbin Hotel in general hated Unhappy Campers because of its because of its cringy moments and humor that just didn't hit the spot. And of course, not just that, but add on to the fact that we literally had to wait a week before. We literally had to wait not just a week. We literally had to wait 2 months apart. 2 months apart before we got the second episode. Before we got season 2, episode 6. Like.
Oh, Pooty Spencer here. Well, it's complicated that you say that because Heavy is dead. Also, I need a medic bag. Wait, also,
of course,
because Jack in the Box
but
is
yeah,
open and we should
of
get
course,
something
I was kind of
Yarny are the beat. Best Jack is
I was
waiting
pretty
in the
much
box
kind of
site.
wondering like why the episode was called. Why the episode would have been called "Oops" when Viv announced the names for the rest of the episodes of season 2. But then after watching the episode for itself, it's not exactly hard to see why, because when someone says "oops," they typically it usually implies that there was like a mistake or misunderstanding. And this is the case for the episode when they were discussing Blitz and Fizz's past. That's exactly the case, because Blitz and Fizz were told Blitz was told that Fizz didn't want to see him at the hospital. And Fizz wasn't even told that Blitz showed up at the hospital. So yeah, I guess that pretty much coincides with its title.
Now, let's see your favorite
all
words.
just one big misunderstanding.
That song's just got the pump it up with secret sexy text.
Last I checked, I was a fucking jester.
One chat down, one contact deeply confused. Let's keep going. Who's typing circles around everyone else?
You want me to get you out?
Yes.
But can you put a price on language? Not the way you're all using it.
You had a knife. This whole time.
New chat. Look who's talking.
Now stop bitching while I work this. I mean, I think this episode also pretty much showed that. The episode pretty much showed that, you know, Fizz may have been better than Blitz at a lot of things, but it seemed like the two key things that Blitz excelled at more than Fizz are coming up with escape plans and combat. Like, you know.
Keep typing, my little Shakespeares.
But yeah, pretty much, you know, like I did, like when I, you know, like looking at the episodes and analyzing a few of the characters, I feel like people don't exactly give Blitz enough credit for his intelligence, because they almost always think that he's like, I mean, yeah, he has a lot of dumb moments, but you gotta take this into account. He came up with an escape plan when he was in prison, but he came up with an escape plan while he was in prison with Moxie, and they actually succeeded on getting out. And this was one that he forged on his own before Moxie even arrived, and when when Blitz finally got a cellmate that he was able was able to help him escape, they managed to do it. So, I mean,
must bring Ed and Yarny with you. Is that why the Heavy is dead?
It just goes to show that some people are not always as dumb as you think they are.
Although Tomaju hasn't eaten Ant for a while, but seems like
he's fasting
himself to death. But he does drop down to give Ed and Yarny gifts for them. You were less than 3.
Not to mention the whole escape thing. Not to mention the whole escape thing. Like
those good/bad
like when Blitz caused all that chaos when he and Fizz were captured. It caused all that chaos with the mobs with the goons, and they all ended up killing. They ended up getting themselves killed before the button was pressed, and then Fizz thought it didn't work. Was about to say it didn't work, but then the cage dropped.
Yeah.
Like, well, that didn't. Yeah.
Moment of truth.
That didn't.
Now it's just got the co-author fixie text.
That word was a group effort.
Yeah. Well, that didn't.
Extra points for co-authoring.
Show off.
Keep doing what you're doing, but maybe a little better. Time to check that scoreboard.
Meanwhile, Yarny and I are playing fixie text.
A fair price for the worst text I've ever seen. Back to it.
I just finished up the outside structure
Final
of the
combo.
tower.
Let's make this
that
chum.
thing, yeah. Yeah, I could give a hint that it's a tower, yeah.
This is all I've got.
But I'm not giving away the exact title.
Get fixing, texters. Your time starts now. Hit the suggestion button if you need a little inspiration.
Oh, Hell of a Boss Season 2 Episode 7 is coming soon, but thanks? How is this not Pooties? Spencer here. Samurai's a Hell of a Boss fan but also a Doom fan. What? Samurai. The outbreak is getting out of control, the apocalypse is rising and we all are falling. A nightmare to Gov Jack Skellington Seuss and of course Supportia.
What a terrible, magnificent effort! Now get your voting on. Pick faster! I only have most of all of today. Show me the money! Real friends write on the same words. Lots of hands were on that ball. Now, who made the biggest and, frankly, most frightening impression? Congrats to my one and only friend. Start packing. You're taking me to Cabo.
Make a message with your friends, the timer's ticking. Can you get in by the end? You gotta text, feed it to the machine. It runs on friendship and dopamine. Oh my god, you gotta know the text. And it's so complicated, you're perplexed. No matter who it's from, well, thank you next. Life is fancy free with a fancy text. You can place your cursor wherever you want, in the middle of a word, in the middle of the song. You can answer the message, you can mess with your friends, you can listen to the mess when it plays at the end. Did your texting have that human touch? Is vulnerability just too much? Machines are the future, don't be a loser. Give up on strife and outsource your life. Oh my god, you gotta know the text. And it's so
Also, Ed, I sent something at DMs.
Howdy, y'all. Oh, just a few of you today, huh? This'll be breezy. I'm so glad you're here. I need a favor. I have way too many people texting me.
Oops, episode cast by how much we like the season 2 episodes.
You're gonna help me. What conversations are we getting into today? What kind of shit do you want to chat?
This is the Circus Strikers, Unhappy Campers, and Crimson and Seeing Stars.
Yep. Because Striker and Crimson are the villains of that episode, so they obviously by default they get the worst episode titles attached onto them.
Who will we be chatting with today?
And plus, in terms of characterization, I like Striker a lot more than Crimson, so that's why he gets Unhappy Campers and Crimson gets Seeing Stars. Port would probably have this thing switched around, but
I'll give you a few seconds during the countdown.
And of course, Port would probably be like,
have at it.
Nah, Crimson's 5, Unhappy Campers.
4, 3,
and Striker.
2, 1. Need a hint? Try one of the suggestions on your device.
I guess so.
Yeah, gonna be honest, episode 5, not too bad for your first time showing off.
Not a Seeing Stars / Unhappy Campers thing,
not
but
too bad for the first time showing off Barbie
being
Fire.
Lost in the void is cold and lonely, darkness around me.
No, not
oh,
really. You're a fucking
Yarny,
disgrace.
3333 heavy is Putty Spencer here. I need a medic bag, piece of shit, CD real fuckballs tits.
I want you to look at your device now and tap to select a
Unhappy
few
Camper
words
sad
as your
face.
favorites.
Seeing Stars matches.
Of course, I made a similar comment to that, but just made the dialogue a tad bit different on one of the guys who, of course, one of the guys, like hell of a shorts. I think that's what his name is. He mostly just does shorts where he ranks the episodes, and in his opinion, he doesn't think that unhappy campers is that Singing Stars is nearly as bad as Unhappy Campers. So that's another person whose opinion is different than mine on which episode thinks worse. But he definitely agreed that Unhappy Campers is a pretty shit episode, so there's that. I made that a comment when he mentioned the fact that one of his friends was going to be watching Unhappy Campers for the first time. He was praying for their sanity.
Group effort there.
I'm like, and it was...
Collab points.
Of course, I was on a community post. I say, like, and he put a love on the comment. Said, "Gotta be honest, episode 5, not too bad for your first time showing Barbie."
The only way to go is up.
Really, Samurai?
One of you is great.
No,
and
not
the rest
really.
of you are great in your own way.
No, not really. You're a fucking disgrace.
They say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. Anyway, let's keep chatting.
Those hell of a boss things, though.
Yeah, we just and of course the...
Let's see who's daring to speak to me next. I'm tired. You do it.
And of course, I think that's legitimately the first time I ever saw one of Blitz's insults. Like, you know.
Less yakety yakking, more clackety clacking.
And of course, Luna was pretty much sleeping the entire episode of episode 5, which basically meant that she was pretty much absent for the plot until the very end. And, yeah. You know, it's like, you know, I'm hoping next year, Erica, that Lunica, I'm hoping that next year when the next few episodes of Hell of Boss come out, that Luna actually gets some lines for once. Like, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't exactly blame the voice actress. I mean, Erica Lindbeck definitely going through a ships during the time because of you know, still grieving because of her still grieving over the
Gary
death
Smith
of
is still weird in Rick
the
and
death of
Morty
Billy
even in
Kametz,
season
who
7.
was
I'm not going to do an exclamation
a
mark, just have a smile
according to
somewhere
what
else and clean
various
the trash
social
cans.
media
Dot
sites
wow.
have,
The germs
have
are out
shown.
there and I am not sick with
He
Heavy
was
as
her
their
fiance, and
what?
he passed away
Heavy's
due to
Putin's and
cancer, and
Yarny
it really
left his best couple
put
in
her in
war.
a distraught state. So yeah,
You know
it was.
what's up.
Yeah, it was kind
those
of
good
understandable why she
/
wasn't
bad
saying
words.
anything.
Hey, Samurai, look at DMs.
Trash cans. Wait.
Time is winding down and death is coming for us all.
Yeah. Still though, regarding the characters' appearances, I guess you can't exactly expect. I mean, you can't exactly expect like everyone to be, mentally stable all the time, especially when going through hardships. So
yeah.
Some nice co-writing here. Lots of hands were on that ball. So much talking, am I right? Let's see who's winning and who's less than winning. I will always have fond memories of what's their name. Moving on.
But yeah, but still though, I mean, I guess I could say at least we did get a chance to hear Luna talk at least this year in terms of episodes releasing. But if you're talking about in terms of season 2, that was the last time this year when we heard Luna's voice.
Here's the text.
We heard Luna talk was in season 1, episode 8, and that was the lost episode I talked about where that wasn't able to get released yet because of a bunch of copyright issues. But now now that Viv and the team got it sorted out, she was able to release it this year. I mean, still I will say though, that must have been quite the process to have to go through, because my God, I don't think I'd be able to stand it if one of our own episodes wasn't able to get released by us because of copyright.
Yeah.
I mean, at the same time though, it isn't exactly surprising that because Viv got Kesha, of all people, to voice one of her characters in that episode, being Beelzebub. She got Kesha to voice Beelzebub, and let me tell you, that is not a cheap person you can find for voice acting. Because Kesha is one of the most well-known pop stars of all time. Getting her to join this project was probably had a bunch of issues that the team was going to have to deal with.
Please.
And
no more hey yas.
Oh boy, I'm guessing there was a lot regarding
Words
her
are powerful
voicing
and have meanings.
Beelzebub.
Use them to produce, fight against what you disagree. Words are funny. What? Yarno no out. Heavy is dead.
But I guess now that they got it sorted out, I suppose that the copyright issues with her are now over, thankfully. And that she could probably show up in other episodes.
If you really like a word, boost it with a double tap.
But yeah, safe to say, getting a literal pop star to voice act a character in one of the shows that you're is something that we can only really ever dream of happening, because of the fact that our show isn't meant to expand that far of a ground.
Yeah.
Let's see which litter clumps we all like.
And of course, that's saying a lot.
Real friends write on the same words.
And of course, according to the past, Vipsy Pop, she always wanted to work with Kesha wanted Kesha to be on one of her projects, and with season 1 episode 8, I'm guessing she finally got it, and it was supposed to release sometime shortly after season 1 episode 7, but due to copyright issues and whatnot, they jump-started to season 2, but I don't exactly think but thankfully there wasn't exactly too much of a problem, considering the fact that season 1 episode 8 didn't exactly expand too much on any important events that happened. It was mostly just meant to be the aftermath of what episode 7 of season 1 was. So yeah, not many important characters showed up in that episode, so it's all good, I suppose. Because I definitely do not think that they could have made Blitz's character arc happen in single. So that's why season 2 is gonna be focused on that.
And he makes everyone think they're a pop culture character or a piece of fruit, and one time someone was the Mona Lisa. But they act like those characters and try to figure out each other's
I'll be right back.
You're gonna love it. Have fun.
There we go. Dun, dun, dun. Done.
And here is your room code, LUJQ.
This is Time Jinx, a game that will test your knowledge of history and my willingness to hang out with you all. Wish me luck. Just as a reminder, pals, this is a 3.5 round game. Let's get into it. Here's your first challenge. Here's a hint. It happened between these years. Punch in your dates now. Here's where each of you went in time. Your score is how many total years you're off on these missions. The lower, the better. Here's your next mission. New mission coming at ya. Pow pow.
Man. Well, yeah. So I think we only, but yeah, it seems like we only have one more. We're only gonna have one more episode releasing this year for Hell of a Boss, and it's gonna be the Mammon episode.
It's time to time hop.
Mammon's magnificent musical special.
I'm going to send you to 3 different parties in 3 different decades. The goal is to give a time-appropriate response. If you act naturally in all 3 decades, I'll find a way to pull some numbers off your score. As a favor.
Hey, I'm gonna go raid the kitchen. Want anything?
Choose the response that will make you blend in. This is what they wanted to hear. Let's keep the party going in a new decade.
Are you going to the Occupy Wall Street protest?
Next decade, let's go!
Arnold Schwarzenegger just became governor? That's a plot twist.
I'm shaving some years off your score if you manage to blend in. Let's see who's winning with the lowest score. That was a weird sentence. It's the second round already. Wow, time flies. Moving on. Punch in those numbers, baby. Now, let's take a look at where you all went. Let's keep this train choo-chooing. Oh no, that alarm means there's an evil imposter in our midst. Holy moly! The real Napoleon and his evil clone from an alternate timeline are here. Clock's ticking! Pick the real one! If you spotted the imposter, congrats! I'm lowering your score. Now that we've dealt with that, let's move on. Here's the next one. Hot diggity dog, we're in a time loop. You're going to answer 2 questions twice in a row. You'll be able to keep your original answer, or switch it if you're having doubts. Your score will be reduced for every correct answer. Knock 'em dead. But don't kill anyone.
Why does the time loop happen in a modified freezer?
It's called science. Grow up. Time loop. Answer the same or differently. It's up to you. Here's some stats to help you ponder.
That be like...
And here's your score adjustment. To the scoreboard. Don't crap yourself, but it's the third round. Quick heads up, if you're not doing so hot, you'll be receiving some hints from your future self. Why doesn't your future self just tell you the answer? Well, that's between you two. Type in your dates now. Check out where you all went in the timeline. I got you all a little something. It's a new mission. Time for a new task. We have some cleaning up to do. Your actions have altered the course of history. Sorry, history. Your objective is to correct the ridiculous realities we've created. Let's go! And now, let's take a look at how you're doing overall. The scoreboard's lonely. Let's visit. We have time for one final task. And this time, we're headed to the future.
Right.
Oh, and credit will be divvied out based on how close you were to the correct answer. So your score can only go down. By how much? Let's see. Now, let's see how this translates to credit. Drum roll, please. Damn, I forgot to hire a drummer. Damn. Let's see which one of you is least bad at this game, which isn't saying much. Go ahead and put that on your resume.
When you're waiting for your special sign, just remember all we really have is time. Think back to all of the years gone by. Gee, you're missing and you're guessing what